All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to have myself a drink and we're going to talk about chore cycling. For those of you who are uninitiated, I consume beverages in these videos because I am a food blogger. And being a food blogger, I buy things to blog. Like, for example, this alcohol I purchased at least 3 years ago. And it recommends on the bottle to try adding it to soda. To make a cream soda. So I'm like, sure, I'll try adding it to soda, why not? If I don't do that, either one, I'll drink it all and be a ridiculous drunk, or two, it'll sit in my inventory for years and never get drunk. So I incorporate them into these videos. Now, in addition, for every 1,000 subscribers I get, I do purchase one of these bracelets from the company 4Ocean. And 4Ocean pulls a pound of trash out of the ocean every time I do that. So if you'd be so kind as to comment, like, and subscribe, you'd be doing your part for a better world. Further, I do, after every take, tend to save my ice by placing it back in the freezer. So that's why this ice is green. And that's why this Shasta Raspberry Cream may wind up tasting a little bit like apple. It is indeed delicious, but curdly and thick. Anyway, so task cycling. Task cycling is something that, on a grand scale, we all do because you don't sit there and say, okay, I am going to sleep for the rest of my life today. Obviously, that's a cycle. You have a daily cycle. You sleep at times, you clean at times, you get up and you sit down. Task cycling, however, is the act of performing a task for a certain amount of time before moving on to another task, knowing that you will come back. This is, it depends. If you get in the zone and you're doing something, you should stick to that thing. But right now, the basis of my cycling is making YouTube shorts. And YouTube shorts have a natural cycle. That cycle is 15, right? You make 15 YouTube shorts, then you've got to upload them. They don't upload instantaneously, so I get up and I do something else, right? So what did I do this time for my cycle? I got up, I scooped out the cat pans, filled up an entire bag of cat poop. It was not a big bag, but regardless. And then after filling up that entire bag with cat poop, I threw it out, and then I took a walk. Okay, the one downside to this cream soda is it kind of messes up the glass. Anyway, so after taking that walk, I came home and I set another video to render because I'm working on long content like this video. And for some reason, my idiot neighbors are lighting off fireworks even though it's not even July. So I just had to say, all right, it's time to come in here and make a video. It's very likely that after this, I will sit down and make another, assuming the fireworks stop, I'll make another 12 YouTube shorts, or another 15 YouTube shorts. I may, in addition, make different kinds of YouTube shorts. That's a possibility. I mean, YouTube shorts and all. I may turn around and make YouTube shorts for another channel, and those, I might have a smaller cycle. Might be 15 YouTube shorts for my fitness channel, 5 YouTube shorts for my main channel. Get up and do some dishes, check on my laundry, whatever have you. But what this cycling is, I mean, for one thing, when you have a task that's going to take some time, like uploading videos, it's good to have this cycle because, okay, the videos are uploading. Now, instead of wasting this time by watching Jimmy Kimmel or whatever it is, I can waste this time by doing something else. One of the great problems with my life is that I suffer from persistent recurrent depression. And suffering from persistent recurrent depression means that I have to, catch up to all the things I did. And it's one of those things, if you miss a day of work, on your chores, you wake up the next day and now you have 2 days worth of work to do. All right? So the likelihood is, unless you have nothing else to do that day and you don't have a lot of chores, that you're not going to get it all, you're not going to get caught up in one day. That's one of those problems with getting behind. So cycling, so long as you keep working, the more you work, the more you get things done. And just this cycle, it's like obviously filling up the whole bag of cat poop, mucking out the cat pans, means that I haven't been doing it enough. I can tell you that, I hadn't changed the pans for some time. I went out there and I scooped and I scooped and I scooped, and one pan filled up half a bag. And I've got a lot of cat pans, all right? That's one of the reasons I have a lot, is because I'm depressed and I know I don't get to them fast enough. So it's like, Then the next time I actually went and I scooped the same pan again, that was 3 hours later. I was running on a different cycle at the time. And, there were the cats had used it. Okay. Then I moved on to the next cat pan. Okay. Why do that is that, one of the things about when you're depressed is that you let things go. You want to get into the habit of not letting things go. So you clean whatever's the most important thing for you to clean. Like, it's like, for me, a big thing is the dishes. I let the dishes go. Food gets stuck to them. They need to soak. So the first thing I would do is I would fill up the sink with dishes and I'd put them on to soak. All right. Then I would maybe do a few other things and sit back down at my computer and film some more YouTube shorts. Okay. You got that done. Then the first thing you do is go back to the kitchen and check on those dishes. All right. Are the dishes done? Okay, good. You scrub them out and then you put them in the dishwasher. And then you go for the next load of dishes. I think my record of loads of dishes is something like 5 in one day. I'm not dead sure. It's not something I worry much about. But, what I would, of course, have to do there, that's a cycle, is that, I lined up all the dishes. I remember I filled the entirety of the kitchen table. I filled the counters. And I just sat there and I said, okay. I want to take a multivitamin now that I have something to drink. In any case, it's just one of those things that you do is keep saying, okay, so what comes next? What comes next? And so long as you're awake, you keep doing that, and that's one of the ways I fight depression is this chore cycling. So yeah, my next cycle I may come in here and clean something. There's a lot that needs to be cleaned. This place looks like a disaster area, but so does most of my house. And there's one of the things that keeps you motivated, because when you look at tasks, they can seem pretty daunting. If I had sat down and said, okay, I'm going to clean all of the cat pans, that would be a lot of work. There's a lot of them. But if I sat down and I said, okay, I've got this bag, I've got a little bucket, and I put a bag in that bucket, and then I scoop the cat pans until I fill up the bag, okay, that's one cycle. If I get to the point where I scoop the cat pans and I don't fill up the bag, then I can scoop the next time I cycle, I don't scoop the cat pans, right? And you get to the point, it's good to always, you got to clean your cat pans at least once a day, but I think twice a day is probably better. And you might say, well, why don't you just always scoop the dirtiest cat pan? And it's like, well, the problem with that is then I will neglect the clean cat pans, and I will not clean them until they get so bad that it's a lot of work. Scooping a cat pan that's been used once or twice takes a minute or two. Scooping a cat pan that is basically just a huge lump of cat poo, well, that takes a lot longer. All right? And I even have a cycle with cat pans, is I have a certain kind of litter that goes at the bottom of the pan, but that's a non-clumping litter, so you only extract the poo, you don't extract the clumps. So what I will do is I will take that cat pan that has that type of litter, scoop it into the bottom of a cat pan that is empty, add baking soda, and then add clumping litter on top, and then, that cat pan will stay fresher longer, so long as you keep scooping off the stuff on top, and eventually all of the material in there will become clumped and you'll get rid of it. If the material's not clumping, you just keep adding more and more clumping litter. If you get to the point where you don't fill up that bag, the first thing you do every day, or perhaps every 8 hours of work, is you clean the cat pans. And then that's one thing that doesn't get bad, all right? So like I say, you work on whatever's worst, or whatever bothers you the most first, and eventually, assuming depression doesn't get the better of me, I do my dishes whenever I get them dirty, and I never have dishes in the sink. And I clean my cat pans every morning when I wake up, or every day before I wake up, and every day before I go to sleep. And then I move on to whatever's next, like laundry, It's like, okay, run 15 YouTube shorts. It should take me about an hour. Run a load of laundry. Run a load of laundry. Take a walk. Do more YouTube shorts. Put your laundry in the dryer. Take another walk. Do more YouTube shorts. Fold your laundry. It's a cycle. That's what you do. And, do understand something, that if your cycle is, well, I film these videos, I scoop the cat pans, I mow the lawn, I wash the dishes, I fold the laundry, I vacuum the carpet, and the list just keeps going on and on and on. You're only doing those things for 15 minutes every day. It's probably not going to work. You should really pick a number. I mean, for me, that number is about 4. 4 things, well, I guess 5 if you count the YouTube shorts. I have a huge amount of YouTube shorts to make. My phone made a sound. I have a huge amount of YouTube shorts to make, so yeah, it doesn't matter if I made 1,000 shorts, which would be a lot of cycles. It's a cycle of 15. If I make 1,000 YouTube shorts, okay, 300 YouTube shorts, 150 is a cycle of 10, 300 is a cycle of 30, 900 is therefore a cycle of 90. No. Yes. So it's like, yeah, if I made 900 shorts, if I could make 900 shorts in one day, I'd be lucky if I could make 6 or 90 in one day. But it's like, yeah, it's like you get up and you do something else, and you get up and you do something else, and you get up and you do something else. And, things should start dropping out of that list. I can only walk so much, so I'm not going to walk, I'm not going to take a walk more than, say, 10 times in one day is my record. Today, my legs are actually kind of sore, so I'm probably not going to take, I might take a short walk, like around the block or something, but I'm not going to take the full mile walk because that takes too long. So that, I can get back to my YouTube shorts sooner. It's like I say, you clean the cat pans. Eventually, the cat pans become clean, and you don't include that in the next cycle, right? Now, all the cat pans have to be clean for you to include that in the next cycle, for you to not include that in the next cycle. All the dishes have to be washed for you to not include that into the next cycle. All the laundry has to be done for you to not include that in the next cycle. But it's like if you're doing cat pans, walk, film a video, okay, now I've cleaned all the cat pans and they're all really clean. That's when I add dishes. It's like I say, it's no more than 4 things other than whatever the primary cycle is. But and the primary cycle can change. With me, it's YouTube shorts because I have an infinite amount of them, practically. I have so many YouTube shorts that I could be filming them all day. My goal is to have a year ahead of schedule on every channel. So it's like with the YouTube shorts I'm filming now, if I have a year ahead of schedule, the next day starts with a cycle. You do 3 YouTube shorts because that's how many that channel consumes every day, and you upload those. And then the next thing you do is you go out there and start with the next channel. 15 YouTube shorts, okay. Then clean the cat pans. Okay, cat pans are all clean. All right. Do the dishes. You do the dishes. All right, you did the dishes. All right, take a walk. You took the walk. Rendering a video is something I do in every one of these. So render a video. It should take about an hour to an hour and a half to do that. So should be done by the time I do 15 more and all those other chores. Okay, if I run out of videos to render, then I've got to do something else. Now, to be completely honest with you, I should probably have render a video and film a video in every one of those cycles, right? And then you add whatever is after that. So 2 more things, like take a walk and clean the cat pans. If you're really backed up, and I am, you can expand that to anything that takes a lot of time, like, putting your laundry in the wash or whatever have you. So yeah, this cycle is not a perfect science, and some people may do better with a cycle of 15. It's like, okay, I've got 15 things I do to a certain extent, and then I go back to whatever the first thing was. And, it's perfectly decent to make a list of your chores and be like, okay, whatever it is that is the first of my cycle, like reading a book, great one for the person that doesn't have a lot of else to do. You read 1 chapter of the book, then you check your laundry, all right? Check your laundry, scoop your cat pans, do your dishes, read another chapter out of the book. Just keep that cycle going, and if you have enough time, you will eventually get everything done. If you stop and do nothing but read the book, you will never get anything done, except for reading the book. Anyway, just one of those thoughts in my life. I'm Richard.
Oogog, Ergonog. Daniel Ducky say YouTube gods need long outro so I can tell you comment, like, and subscribe so that this channel can pull trash out of ocean by buying matrices from For Ocean. Also, links to new video now appear. Comment, like, and subscribe, or be cursed by Ugatha. Danger Ducky approves.